one thing that will never work. Somebody explain to me why they are doing the one thing that will never work in the history of the credit market and housing market. So starting on November 15th, Fannie Mae is removing their credit requirements. Now, if you remember, a 620 credit score was the mark that you needed. Now that credit score is no more. You don't need one. That means if your credit is horrible, you can purchase a home. So that credit score that was blocking you from getting a house, that's no more. But what about this? History always showed that taking away credit requirements and approving people that don't qualify always end in disaster. We know this. We paid for it already. Entire markets collapse behind the same move. They're loosening standards, lowering credit requirements, approving riskier borrowers, and then they want to pretend it's helping people. Nah, this is how you push folks into loans that look manageable today and turn into nightmares tomorrow. When people who aren't financially ready get approved anyway, the system looks strong for a minute. Approvals rise, they make money. Prices jump, they make money. But it's fake. Then that reality hits. Missed payments, defaults, foreclosures, neighborhoods tanking, families underwater. We've seen this exact chain before. And the craziest part, they know this shit ends badly. They know loosening credit wrecks the market long term. We literally watched the entire system collapse from this once. And instead of fixing it, we're running it back like nobody remembers 2008. This isn't expanding access. This is negligence, dressed up as opportunity. And history already told you the ending. If they...
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles, Oscar Millstone. And Southern Brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity.
In the history of the credit market and housing market.
That video said a lot, man. All right, and he's right. This has happened before. Like you mentioned, 2008. You know, the collapse, the housing bubble collapse, all that. And, yeah, they're doing it again. And look at this caption up top. Another red flag. I start to believe they really want to crash the economy and have everyone on their knees to push digital currency and digital ID, obey or starve, basically. And end of the day, that's exactly what they want. They want full control, more control than they already have, which really, I mean, goddamn, they want to be God. Because at this point, everybody go to you for the one of all things anyway. All right? But that's not enough. They want to have total control even over your person. That you worship the beast. That you fully bow down to the beast. All right? And what is the beast? This is what we're looking at. Rome 2.0. America being the face of the company, ruling with its 10 allies. All right? Just like the old Rome. Rome is little. I always say this, man, because you got to really visualize it and think about it. Rome is this little ass place in Italy. But it ruled with its allies. All right? France, Spain. All right? Like, so these are modern terms. Britain. All right, Greece, like Germania Minor. All right, back then they had different names, Vandals. All right, it's the same thing. But clearly this is it. And also this happened in Egypt. When shit collapses and you don't have the means of research, what do? You go to those who have it. Let's grab that. This is Genesis 47. And verse 13, there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore. So all the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all them. You got, at this point, Egypt, when we think about ancient Egypt and the greatness of it, it didn't happen yet. Egypt basically was a bunch of districts or nodes, they would call them. And you had this central hub, which is Egypt, you know, when we think of Egypt. But it didn't have this might and power yet, right? This is when it got that full authority. All right, when you look at the history, this is what they say, you know. When you look at the history, and it's a documentary. It's called Patterns of Evidence, Exodus. It's great. Check it out. It gets deep, and it proves the scriptures even more. As if the scriptures don't need help, but it just shows historically how accurate it is. All right. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. So these resources failed. They went to the leadership. All right. And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for flocks, and for the cattle of the herds, and for the asses, and he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. Right? And this is funny because they've already done this part. All right? Farmers are government babies at this part. They have them destroy resources to get money, to get subsidies and all this shit. All right? Then they bankrupt the farmers. They do all type of bullshit. The farmers are already subject to the government, man. Okay? When the year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we would not. I seen a post. They was complaining about how Trump bankrupted the damn farmers, man. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord how that our money is spent. My Lord also have the herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord but our bodies and our lands. Like all we got is ourselves to offer. We don't have anything else. And that's the play they running. 50-year mortgages. All right. 50-year mortgages with high-ass interest rates. All right. With they're removing the damn Fannie Mae's removing the credit limit. All right, the minimum credit score. So they're gonna give out more high risk loans. And when that shit happened, last time it happened, the economy failed, and that was a bailout. So when that shit happened again, the government's gonna come with help, and that help is gonna be the form of a chip. They're gonna want your bodies, man. Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land? Buy us in our land for bread, and we in our land will be servants to Pharaoh. And give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. And this is the same play that's being run right now. Cripple you till you so you come to the leadership for help, man. And that help will be the form of a chip. This is Isaiah. This is a classic right here. Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. All right. And this is modern day Egypt. Revelation 11:8. Okay. And the people trust in America. They trust in the Western mindset, the Western way. And the world is following its trends. Digital currency is being set up everywhere. Digital ID is being set up everywhere. Okay? Lo, thou trust in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And the world is already too deep in. And now when I say America, it's because America's the face of the company, but it's the bankers that's really behind it. Babylon. This is called the beauty of the Chaldees. The wise men set this place up and pulled strings, and everybody followed. They worked in the background. The Chaldees means the wise men, right? Which is what they call the Illuminati. You know, the Masons. That's why George Washington, that picture on the Mason floor. This shit was set up by these wise men, right? And the world followed, got on a debt-based system. All right. Now they ready to move on to digital. It's the same people pulling the strings, man. Right? Now this is a reed. Let's just get it. A reed, stalk, bones, balances, calamus. All right. I just want to pull up there. So my bad. Canola, okay. All right. So canola, all right, it means small reed, right? Little reed, small tube, reed, cane. So let's see what a canola is. A canola is a needle. Can deliver medications, fluid gases, all these things. Canola piercing needles. So the word used to make these pricks in you, it literally means reed. Radio frequency cannula. All right, so it's a piercing thing, right? So trusting in Egypt is like leaning on a broken staff, all right, a broken cane, and what happens is you're gonna be pierced. That's what it boils down to. This place is the next step is the chip, man. So it's just spiritual that this is even written like this, man. The Lord is far out, okay, plain and simple. Now, man, let's get it. This Revelation. Oh no, I'm gonna get one more for that. This Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horses because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. So that's what we're supposed to be doing. All right? We know this place is going to collapse. The prophets tell us it's going to collapse. That doesn't mean go to Egypt for help. No, this is the time to get our faith right. So we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because he's the one who's going to save us from the hell that's coming. He's the one bringing this hell. Yet he also is wise and bring evil and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. So the help they come with, like when Joseph helped, it was set up for Joseph to help. When we read that Genesis, it was meant to be that way. He understood the dream, he was put in position, and it got favor so it could help us out as a nation. It was meant to be that way. Egypt benefited from it, but it was meant that way. This time around, when they come with the help, the Lord is against this shit. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and the horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. Hence the Isaiah 36, what it say? If you trust in this place, it's like you lean on a broken, let's say, a broken cane. If you using the cane as broke, just to modernize the term, all right. It says staff. If you have a broken cane, the hook part is off, and it's pointy. You lean on it. What happens? You get pierced. That's the help this place is giving you. A sharp object that's going to hurt you. All right. Poetically, as it's mentioned, this help ain't gonna be good. It's like using a walking stick that's gonna hurt you. But literally, this place is going to prick you, man. And with this prick, the Lord is against this help, and it's going to bring you to your destruction. This is Revelation, because what you're saying is you're worshiping this place. You need this place. This is it. You don't trust in the Lord. The Lord can't deliver you. Esau is your God. He provides everything for you. This Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, you got to follow this man's way of life. He set out economic hitmen across the world. He bombed people in submission, which is the verse above, you know, about the fire coming down. Salakia. That 2 verses up, okay? So this is what he did, man. He forced democracy on the world, which that's what made Rome Rome. All other nations, kingdoms were kingdoms. They had a monarchy. When Rome got in power, it became a democracy, essentially. You know, it was different. You had this one ruler that was set up in office, and it would change. You had the Senate House. It's like today. America was formed, and then they escaped from a monarchy and started setting up these democracies. All right, which means demon rule. Democracy, man, means demon rule. All right? And the world followed it. They followed that image. Got on the debt-based system, fiat. All right? And now it comes to the point where the next stage is, which is the digital currency in this chip. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. And this is the word for mark, man. This is literal. It's physical, man. Charagma. Let me pull the word up. There we go. A stamp, imprinted mark of the mark stamped in the forehead right hand is the badge of the followers of Antichrist. Look, there's many Antichrists. Anybody who don't serve Yahweh Shai is Antichrist, man. The mark branded upon horses, thin, carved, sculpted, graven work. A scratch, etching, stamp as a badge of servitude. Okay? And it goes back to the word karax, which means a pale or stake. A palisade. So it's something literal that's going to be put in you. Simple. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So it's like, no, you can't do something physical on this earth. You can't buy or sell without this. So this isn't talking about sin or sleeping with white women, all these weird doctrines people come up with. This is something that Esau, that a man on this earth has to have control over. So it's something physical, which is this implantable they're going to put in you. Well, not you. The implantable they're going to put into these people, man. May the Lord Yahweh keep us from this, man. Keep us from the hour of temptation. May we be what Psalm 91 is about. May we be those who only see the reward of the wicked with our eyes, man. Here is wisdom of him that hath understanding, count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. Which, when you go into this number, it says here is wisdom. So there's a mystery within this number. All right? 306.
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Xi, Stigma.
Chi, Psi, Stigma.
Chai, Xi, Stigma.
All right? And then when you go into it, they tell you that this stigma comes from G4742. All right? Which means a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, which Oriental means Eastern, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master general they belong to. All right? And Esau has a God complex. So now is you must worship me, and you're going to show that you worship me by taking this chip. So he's setting the stage up, and it's boiling down to those who have faith and those who don't have faith. Shit is collapsing. Chaos is coming. And it's like, okay, do you trust in the Lord? Do you trust in Esau? And hey, this Isaiah, Isaiah 10, and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, So it was a curse that we had to go to Esau for one of our things. This shit was not meant for us to trust in this devil and fall in love with him. This is just what we had to do. Go ahead, do what we got to do, deal with the shit. But now the Lord has revealed himself to us, man. He brought us into his glorious light. His knowledge is reigning throughout the earth. We know that this man was set up by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He's not the mighty, strong one that put himself in power. He's a tool that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has been using to chasten us. He took down these nations because the Lord took them down for him. In fact, man, let me read up and then jump back down. This is Isaiah 10:13. For thus, Isaiah 10 and 12. Wherefore shall come to pass that when the Lord performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, so when he's done punishing us, and that's why I wake up to the truth, this punishment is over. I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria and the glory of his high looks. And this is not talking about ancient Assyria. All right, just talking about mystery Babylon Assyria. Remember, when Babylon was in power, that was the Assyrians. They just changed their capital. Okay? Just talking about spiritual, modern Assyria, right? Which is American. For he said, by the strength of my hand, and Esau. For he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and have put down inhabitants like a valiant man. This is the mind of Esau. They think they really did this shit themselves. And my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathers eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth. You know, this is what he wants. He wants complete. He's a greedy man. He is as death. He can't be satisfied. That's why he wants to chip you. He wants to control even that aspect, man. Your body. Have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff lift up itself as if it were no wood. All right? You chopping down a tree and the axe turn around and look at you, man. I'm doing a raw-ass job chopping this tree down by myself. I'm not being wielded by anybody. That's what Esau was doing. They really think they did all this shit themselves, man. They finna fucking learn, man. Yahweh is in control and ruleth in the kingdom of men. Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burn like the burning of a fire. And what's wrong is, Esau was crashing their own economy, but it's the will of the Lord that got them doing this. He's sending the leanness to them. The American dream done. They talking about making six figures is not enough anymore. Hey, this is all the will of the Lord, man. He even got them fucking themselves up. All right? Now let's jump down to verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. So the elect not going to take the chip. The elect understands the chip is Esau's downfall. All right, this help that he's coming with is just showing who's not against the Lord, man. Our job is to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So we see the collapse happening. It's prophecy, brethren. The Lord God is my servant shall eat. We in beautiful times, man. So I hope this is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakodash. Dope honors of the apostle as great millstone. And stop these brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom, my Baba Ball.